Does that help? Can you see me now? How about now? It looks like it's working better now. Yeah, I got a phone call came in, some sort of a spam call came in, and then my phone froze. Okay, yay, we're back. All right. Hi, Linda. Thanks for all the feedback, everybody. Glad to see that we're all back now. Hi, Debbie. Good morning. All right. Well, it looks like a lot of people have made it over from pre-chat and notifications now. So good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome back to my show. This is episode 920. I'm Kristin Omdahl, and we're here in my studio this morning. I promised that we would look over some of my books that would be perfect for resources for coming up with last minute gift ideas and some quick projects for fall and winter. So I brought out some of my books this morning to show you, and I'm wearing the Camilla cardigan. If you have not checked out this pattern yet, or you haven't checked out the video tutorial for it, it was released last week. The pattern's been out for a couple of weeks now, and it features Be So Baby yarn in 5 colors. I chose silver, lavender, prints, periwinkle, indigo, and navy for this pattern. And I'll turn around so you can see. But if you would like some help in picking 5 colors for it, you can check out my yarn color guide blog post that I wrote last week. And in there I share all of the color combination palettes that I had put together for that 5 color yarn kit for Be So Baby yarn. So I separated it out separately from the kit, because what about for projects like this that don't use an equal number of each ball and they're made for size projects? It gets a little more complicated for someone to order exactly the number of each ball that they need for any project. So even though you can buy that 5 color kit for, let's say you want to make one of the cowls that takes 1 ball each of 5 colors, or you want to make a shawl that takes 2 balls each of 5 colors, or a bag that takes 2 balls each. It's easy to just do the yarn kit that way. But I separated out the color work theory into a blog post, because what if you wanted to be inspired to use these colors with other yarns, or maybe for other types of projects? So for example, this one uses a different number of the different balls of yarn based on what size you're making and which color you want to be your main color. Navy's my main color in this particular version. So it ends up not being an equal number of yards per color, and it changes per size. So I thought that it might be more beneficial to separate out that color theory into a separate section on my website as well. So hopefully that's helpful for you. You can find this pattern with the charts and all the sizes on my website. And there's a video tutorial for it on my YouTube channel as well. But what I was going to mention is if you needed help picking colors for anything, so like if you wanted to make something like the Cosmo bag, or maybe even the Rainbow Connection Afghan, what if you wanted to do that in a different combination of colors? I think the yarn color guide is a helpful tool for lots of different things. I was going to show you something else, but now I don't remember. Anyway, remember the sampler shawl that I was working on in Be So Baby yarn last week? It's almost done. Just wanted to let you know that this will be called the Layla. I have woven in the ends. It needs to be blocked, photographed, and I need to finish up the technical editing and then release the pattern and the video. So this will be out later this week, and you can, it'll be called the Layla. And this is also 5 colors of Be So Baby yarn, but this is 2 balls each. So technically you could buy 2 of the color kit, or you could just buy whatever you want in Be So Baby yarn. Because like, what if you wanted to make this all in 1 color? This changing the stitch pattern 5 times would also be interesting in 1 color, or in 2 colors alternating, or in any combination. So don't feel limited to just doing the 5 colors. You could enjoy the sampler stitch patterns in 1 color as well. So all of that information will be listed on the pattern. And one of my favorite things about this one is that I added fringe at the end, but I added it to match the color stripes. So instead of doing 1 color for the edging, I matched the edging with the stripes. I thought that was so cool and different. It's just fun to do. Variety's good. But again, if you wanted to do it differently, you would order your yarn differently too. If you decided that you wanted to do your edging all in one focal color, you would want to order extra yarn in that color. Hopefully that makes sense. Excuse me. Yeah, the variety of stitch patterns is fun, and none of them are difficult, so it's definitely going to be a Zen-like project. All right, does anybody have any questions so far? Oh, a couple things are on sale right now too. I have discounted the medium and large bottles of Be So Clean soap. I am going to discontinue the 2 larger sizes, and they've both been marked down 50% off. So if you want any of the 8.5 ounce bottles or the 16 ounce bottles, you might want to grab them while they're on sale right now. When they're gone, they'll be gone. I am going to continue selling the 2 ounce bottles, but the 8 ounce and 16 ounce bottles are getting discontinued. So whatever's left is what's left, and they are 50% off. Also on sale is the Drawstring tote bags. So all of these bags up here, all of the 5 bags with the different prints, they are tote bags that also have a drawstring on them. There's 5 or 6 prints available, and those have all, instead, you don't have to buy a bundle to get a discount. You can buy them individually on discount now. So they're 50% off too, I believe, or give or take around, I think they're around $4.99 instead of $7.99. So the bags you can buy individually on sale now as well. So great side gift. If you're gonna make something for someone handmade, it makes a great gift tote bag as well. In fact, today is, I don't know if I'm supposed to share this or not, but today is Marlon and his girlfriend's 3-month anniversary, and he wanted to buy her, he bought her some little presents last night, cute little things. And at the end he goes, I don't have a bag. And I said, well, you can take one of my tote bags if you want. He goes, okay, great. And so he took one of the, in fact, which one did he take? I always like to see what other people pick. He took the plaid one. Whoops. He took this one. So he wrapped up her presents. He got her some pajama pants with little doggies or kitties on them and matching socks and some candies and stuff, and he put them all in one of these bags. So don't feel limited to just using these as project bags for yourself or even grocery bags for yourself. They're great bags for other people, whether it's for a book bag for somebody or as the gift bag that you put other gifts in. Yes, Marlon is adorable. He's so sweet. Thank you, Angela. Did I stop making kits for the Be So Baby scarf with gold or silver beads? Lori's asking. Well, Lori, there is a Be So Fine Tidbit scarf kit with gold and silver beads, and no, I did not stop making it, but it is in Be So Fine Tidbit yarn. You can find that. It's called a necklace scarf, and you can find it in the kits section of my website. If you have trouble locating it, let us know, but you just need to look under kits. I believe if you go to the top of my website, let's go to my website real quick here. Yep, if you go to the very top of my website, you can click on all products, shop yarn, shop patterns, or shop kits. And if you click on shop kits, it'll take you to all of the yarn kits. And there aren't that many there now. There will be more in the future, but in the moment, the one that you're looking for has not gone away. It's been there all along. Judy is posting a link for it right now if you would like an instant link for it as well. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Anna. Yes, I have lost some weight. I started at 193. I weighed myself yesterday. I'm 181, so technically 12 pounds, but we'll see. We'll see if it sticks. Thank you, Kat. All right, does anybody have any questions about what I've talked about so far? I've mentioned a few things on sale. I know we had some new videos come out last week. Probably not going to remember, this days away. I don't remember what I had for lunch yesterday, let alone what videos came out last week. I'd have to look. Well, I guess I could look. I am sitting here. Okay, oh yeah, the video tutorial for the Laurel baby blanket came out last week. If you have not checked that out yet, I highly recommend checking that out. I also released some of my videos in left hand because I know quite a few people request that. So, oh, wonderful. Deb just finished watching me on season 12 of Knit and Crochet Now when I was doing a pocket shawl tutorial. That's wonderful. Thank you, Deb. Thank you. I have not been able to watch any of season 12 yet. I will check on demand on my TV today, because if it is available here, we'll do a watch party live on the show one day this week. Wouldn't that be fun to watch it together? I thought that would be fun. Okay, if there are no more questions, then I'm going to go over some of my books here. We talked about this a little bit last week. And I did want it for anybody that may not remember, or maybe you have these books and you just need a reminder that you already have them, right? Isn't that like the best surprise when someone tells you about a product and you're like, that sounds great, and you're like, oh my gosh, I already have it, and you can go run to your craft room and see that you already have the book that you're excited about. So yay for those of you that will feel that way, and for anybody else that this is new to, these are new to you books, and that's exciting as well. So one of the books we mentioned last week was 80 Handmade Gifts, and I have to tell you, this book is, all my books are special to me, all my patterns are special to me, all my yarns, I mean, they're all my babies, right? But there's something really special about this one, and that is that it's the first time I've published recipes. I have dreamed of being a cookbook author for many, 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 many years, long before I got into publishing and being an author at all. In fact, don't know if I've ever told you guys, when I was in college, I took a class. What was the class? Was it a communications class? Was it what do you call the class? A public speaking class, I believe. What was it? Anyway, one of the assignments was to do a demonstration for the class. And now, this was before cooking shows were out, like in the way they are now. I mean, Julia Child existed. There were a couple of people on PBS, but cooking shows weren't what they are today. And I'll never forget that for my demo, I did this very elaborate cooking routine where I showed people how to make a layered Mediterranean vegetarian fast food sandwich. That's what I actually called it, because I was trying to promote that Mediterranean food was fast, and healthy and easy. So and I got an A+ that day. I had samples for the whole class, and my teacher was really blown away. He recorded it, and I wish I had a video of it now, because it sure would be fun to see me 25 years ago with the same or more enthusiasm that I have now, but probably less public speaking experience that I have now, but the enthusiasm and excitement for teaching cooking. I know I would love to have seen it still, but anyway, quite a side tangent. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so it was a long time in the making that I've been dreaming of having my own cookbook. And I still don't have my own cookbook, and it's still on my list of things to do, but I've always, even before that class in college, I've always made food gifts for holiday gifts, especially on years when I didn't have money to, like going to different families' houses for holiday parties. I didn't have gifts for everybody. I didn't have a whole lot of money. And so I would make gift baskets to take to each house and figure that that was the gift for the whole family that I would go see. And so I was making homemade gifts that were food for many, many years. And so when I decided to write 80 Handmade Gifts, I wanted to have a chapter on more things than just knitting and crochet. So there is a chapter on knitting in here. There is a chapter on crochet. There is a chapter on sewing projects and paper craft projects and so many other things. And one of the chapters is on food, but specifically around food gifts. So for making quick pickles or making homemade truffles and all sorts of things that are easy to make, some of them healthy, some of them not so healthy, but all things that were easy to make and things that I have made over the years for gifts that I know people have loved. A lot of these recipes people request over the years because they love them so much at the holidays. So it was really exciting for me to be able to share that with all of you. All right, so what are some of them? I guess we could start, we do start with food in here. So excuse me. All of these books are also available as PDF ebooks on my website, and they're available as physical books. You can also get these books on Amazon, so if you live in another part of the world, it's probably far cheaper to buy them on Amazon in your country rather than have me ship it internationally from the US. If you live in the US, you could ship, or you can order from Amazon, or you can order from me. And if you prefer digital over physical, you can also just get the ebooks for any of these, and those are on my website as well. And keep in mind with ebooks, ebooks work the same as PDF download patterns on my website, where that in the respect that if you are logged in at the time of your purchase, that ebook goes into your download library, same as your single PDF pattern, so that you have unlimited downloads, access to it 24 hours a day. Really great feature on my website. I know a lot of you are using it and really love it. So you have your own personal download library for anything that you download. That's ebooks and PDF patterns. Okay, if there are no other questions about that, then I'll show you some of the recipes here. So we've got chai spiced granola and a chai spice mix. So if you wanted to, if someone likes tea and stuff like that, spiced nuts and baklava flavored energy bars that are no bake. Then I know a lot of you have made my toffee recipe, and that's been a huge hit over the years with lots of people. And a recipe page on simple syrups. Simple syrups are a great gift for people that like tea or coffee, or people that like to make craft cocktails or craft mocktails. And it's a simple way to add different flavorings to simple syrup. I have recipes for a banana, lavender, blueberry, rose, lemon, orange, and then from those basic ratios you can figure out how to add other things to it as well. So nice. The lavender one, oh, it's one of my favorites. Ginger is another great one. Then a recipe here for garlic infused oil and fruit flavored vinegars. All really wonderful gifts for people that like to cook. And then in this section I do a batter recipe for little cakes, and then there's 3 different flavor profiles and 3 different sizes, so you can make a loaf, mini loaves, or mini muffins within the lemon blueberry, lime raspberry, or orange cardamom flavored loaves, mini loaves, or muffins. So you can mix and match all of those. And it also incorporates one of the other patterns in this book for taking a bandana and putting crochet or knit edging on it, which is a really cute way to combine cooking gifts with knit and crochet gifts as well, to wrap your gift in the bandana. So cute. Then some of my quick refrigerator pickles, including the Moroccan pickled carrots that I learned how to make when I lived in Israel. Man, I still crave those. My truffle recipe, a cheese log that's all handmade, cheese crackers, quinoa crackers. I know a lot of people have been really excited about those. Probiotic cashew cream for vegan people on your list. A cocoa mix with 3 different flavor profiles. Peach chutney, flavored sugars, all sorts of fun gifts here that would make fun stocking stuffers, or just last minute gifts for somebody on your list. And then we move into the crochet chapter, and so we've got some beautiful bags. This is a beautiful drawstring bag that could be a pretty pattern or pretty gift on its own, or pretty for filling with other gifts. That would have been nice for Marlon to fill with gifts for his girlfriend yesterday. Here's the Hope case, which could be like a nice eyeglass case, or an Abigail is a granny stitch chevron bag, super cute and easy to make. That would be really pretty to redo in Be So Vivid yarn. Instead of changing color and watch the colors change, because it is a chevron print, that would be really cool. And it would make the bag a little bit bigger, because this was done in a number 2 weight yarn. So Be So Vivid's a number 4, so if you made it bigger, it would with the right size hook, it would just end up being a little bit bigger of a bag. That would be super cute. And then there's some bowls in here. Here's that edging that I talked about, to take a simple bandana and put an edging on it to make it more of gift wrapping. There's some scarves and some jewelry in here. shawls, cowl, washcloths, trivets, candle holders. I've given these as gifts many times over the years. Like doing a set of them, it's such a pretty gift, and you put those, you know, the candles in there that are battery operated, so you don't have to have a wick. More jewelry. And then there's a knitting chapter with bags and scarves and jewelry as well. You know, lots of quick things for, you know, with gifts, you want things that are quick and easy to make. There's some nesting baskets in knitting, some mason jar toppers, more jewelry. And then we move into paper crafts. And I know I was really, it was really important to me to add different ways to make handmade cards, since I love handwritten notes so much. So I did some paper crafts and then some crochet and knit embellished cards and some different types of techniques. Then we did some origami and some box folding, some woven baskets out of grocery bags. This is an origami box. I did a video on this as well. Super fun stuff in here. Some pillow boxes, then some sewing crafts. This is a basket made with bandanas and some stiffener. A pinafore apron. Some stitch markers. Oh, some great, a jelly roll case. So if you wanted to make this, you could make this for someone to put their makeup bag, their makeup brushes in, or an artist could put their pencils or pens in there, or a crocheter could put their crochet hooks in there, or a knitter could put their double-pointed needles in there. You could do this for all sorts of people, not just knitters. Or a child could put crayons or colored pencils in there. Then there's some flat-bottom drawstring bags, how to make some stitch markers, an eye pillowcase. This I've given as gifts so many times. So many people have loved this as a gift. I love mine too. And then a reversible tote bag, where I did 2 different prints on the inside and outside, so it could be reversible. And this is great for someone that travels a lot. It's a cord keeper. So there's elastic in there to secure people's cords, and then a little Velcro pouch in there for the bricks. And then another little Velcro pouch. All quick projects. A zipper pouch. Bath bombs. One of my beauty recipes for a bath bomb in there. We're going to talk more about beauty recipes in the next couple of weeks too, because I really do, you know, I'm not making to sell my body products anymore. So I figured as I decide to make more things, like I'm in the market, I'm not in the market, I'm in the mood for making more all natural, not soaps, lotions right now. And so next time I do, I will do a show in the kitchen, and I'll show you how to make one of my wonderful lotion recipes. And I honestly, we could talk about lotion for 2 weeks straight, and I'd still have more recipes for you, because I love making handmade lotion so much. So we'll go into that in further detail. But this book that we just went over is 80 Handmade Gifts. And like I said, it is absolutely an amazing resource. There's so many different kinds of gifts to keep you entertained, let alone come up with things for different peoples with different tastes and different aesthetics too. And if you think that you know a crafter that might be interested in it, the book itself could be a really nice gift as well. Looks like we're going to run out of time. It took longer to talk about one book than I thought. So we can talk about the other books on other days, and if you have requests, I will certainly talk about one book before another if there's requests about that. As always, if there's questions, please always feel welcome to ask me. Oh, I forgot to mention that I'm wearing my Kelly earrings today too. I believe those are from 80 Handmade Gifts. Excuse me. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? Oh, that's great, Nora, that as you're wearing things that you're making, people are asking you to make them things too. That's wonderful. And I would like to talk about, if you have questions about side hustle, keep in mind a lot of these things are low labor cost, and that's one of the other reasons why I wrote this book and wrote so many of these gift books, is that things that are low labor are great for reselling. So if you have questions about side hustle and reselling, please always feel welcome to ask, because if I can give you any help in that department, I would be really happy to do that as well. Okay, any other questions? I know I seem to talk through a lot of the questions sometimes, but there's so much fun stuff to talk about. What are you going to do? Kimberly, I'm so glad you like making these too. I love my Kelly earrings. Okay, I don't see any more questions right now, but if you end up having questions later on, please always feel welcome to come back. This is episode 920 of the Kristin Omdahl Show. Come back to this video when it's no longer live. Leave your question in the comments, and if I can answer it on the spot, I will. And if I think it's a good question to save for the show, I will let you know that in the comments as well and save it for the show, because like I always say, we're more alike than we are different, and chances are if you have a question, there's other people that have the same question as well. All right, let's grab a quote. It's always a good time for a quote, right? And I just randomly chose a page. So this is Create, Share, Inspire Notebook, Volume 1, Issue 4. This is a Serbian proverb. Be humble, for you are made of earth. Be noble, for you are made of stars. Oh, I love these ones so much, because I do like to have lofty goals. I do like to be positive and think the sky's the limit, but I also think humility and being humble is so important as well. And I feel like that's such a great life balance, to reach for the stars, but also remember to be humble as well. So great reminder to always have part of you in the stars and part of you in the earth as well. Great, great, great advice. Thank you all so much for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed all my show and tells, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Kristin Omdahl Show. Bye-bye.